Hello everybody and welcome back to another World Cup predictions video. Today we are looking at Group F, and just like with the other World Cup predictions video, I'm going to run down the four sides in this group and then give my predictions at the end. So if you do want to jump ahead to the predictions part, that's absolutely fine by me, but if you could hit like on this video, that does help me out a lot. And if you like the content and you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing as well. But let's jump in with talking about the first side, which is going to be Belgium. Belgium have been one of the strongest sides in world football for a number of years now, but they haven't been able to turn that talent into titles. And Roberto Martinez continues to carry on in this job, and he's got Belgium close, but not close enough, in my opinion, a few times. It is undoubtedly a talented squad, and it is a good defence, but it is an aging defence behind Thibaut Courtois, who is a superb goalkeeper. No worries there. But that defence is, you feel like anybody plays against them with any pace and movement, it is going to rip this defence to shreds. That might not be the case. They are still excellent players. They're just, you would say, the wrong side of the hill. And going forward, it's not quite as menacing a side as they were. You've got two standout stars in there, Bruyne and you've got Lukaku. Lukaku usually is a beast of a striker for Belgium, and he plays phenomenally well whenever he plays for them. And he looks a handful, he looks up for it, and he looks double the player than what we've normally seen in the Premier League over the last few years for Chelsea. De Bruyne he has done it remarkably well in the Premier League. There's no question marks about him. His talent is unparalleled, really. You'd have to say he is arguably the best attacking midfielder in the world, and if he has good games, he can win any single game by himself. It's just that back line that could make them struggle, but I have a feeling this tournament may open up for Belgium, and I think they're going to go quite deep. Morocco and the Atlas Lions were very impressive in qualifying, but they did have the luxury of playing the majority of their games at home. They have got Hakimi and they have got Ziyech, and in those two players they've got undoubted quality who can cause side problems. But the biggest thing for Morocco is, have they really been tested in the last few years? Have they really gone out and played sides that are going to put them under the pressure that the likes of Belgium and Croatia are going to do? I have my doubts, and I don't think there's a huge amount of strength and depth in this Morocco side either. So I don't think they're going to do too much at this World Cup. And the other dangerous side in this group are Croatia. They are a side that finished runners-up in the last World Cup, and they continue to be a dangerous side. They're a side in transition, but in the terms of Croatia, I don't really see that as being a disadvantage. I see it being an advantage, actually. Modric continues to defy his age. He's playing as well now as he ever has done, and you continue that with Brozovic and Kovacic. It makes it one of the best midfields in the tournament. And the best thing about Croatia is they've got a younger and quicker and more athletic backline than they've had in the past, and a backline that likes to play higher up the pitch and is more comfortable off the ball, which means those midfield players can play higher up the pitch and impact the game higher up the pitch rather than sitting so deep. So along with Croatia's ability to keep the ball, which is going to be a factor in the heat that these games are going to be played in, I see them as being a very hard side to beat. And once again, just along with Belgium, I see them doing pretty well in this tournament. And Canada make up the quartet, and it is great to see Canada in the World Cup for the first time since 1986. It is going to be a step up in quality, though, with the two sides, Croatia and Belgium, being a massive step up in quality. They will like to think they could get a game out of Morocco, but that still will be a tougher test than most of the sides they do play against. Alphonso Davies, they've got one of the most exciting attacking players in the world, and he is their undoubted star man in this team. They're a side that likes to play on the press and press sides high and turn over possession with a high work rate. Are they going to be able to do that against the better sides? I have my doubts. It's great to see them there, but I can't help but think it's 3 games and back to Canada. And let's look at these predictions then. I see Croatia nudging a narrow win over Morocco at the start. I see Belgium coming through Canadian test with a nice 3-0 win. I then see Belgium themselves nicking a narrow game over Morocco before Croatia then also beat the Canadians by 3-0. In the big game between Croatia and Belgium, I see Belgium nicking this one. I just think that, Belgium will get the job done there, and then Canada and Morocco will play out a 1-1 draw, which which sees Belgium win all 3 games and top the group and set them on a nice little run on this tournament. Croatia come second and find themselves in a much more difficult side of the draw. And those are my predictions. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm always interested to know your comments. And once again, if you can hit like on these videos, and if you like the content, hit subscribe as well. That will help me out a lot. I'll be back to do the remaining 2 groups very soon. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.